finding peace in the noise. Finding peace in the noise. Finding peace in the noise. Listen, we are going to share and talk on tonight, and I'm going to speak from my heart. Finding peace in the noise. Finding peace in the noise. Finding your peace in the noise. How do you find your peace in the noise? Listen, I want you to pause. I want you to stop, and I want you to pay attention on tonight. If you can sit somewhere quiet, if you can get to you a quiet space and just take a little time for yourself on tonight, because this world is so busy. This world, there's a lot going on in this world. There's a lot of things pulling on you. You have your kids, you have your job, you have your husband, you have your friends, you have your church, you have your own personal maybe ministry, you have your career. If you're an entrepreneur, there are a lot of things that are happening. We wear so many hats. I don't know anybody in this world that is wearing one hat and one hat only. You are a mom and a dad and a brother and a sister and an aunt and a cousin. And listen, you are that to a whole lot of people. If you are an educator, listen, you may be single and by yourself. You may be married, so you're taking care of your spouse, and you also have to put your own self on the plate. How do we find peace in the noise? And all the hats that we are wearing, because you are there trying to ensure that everything works out. Because see, listen, when you're doing this, everybody that's attached to you is in a different stage and place in their life. And you are trying to ensure that everybody gets where they need to go. And then you have all the outside factors from the TV to the politics to all the things that's coming at you to try to grab your attention and your time. But you must take the time to find peace in the noise. You have to be mindful of what all are coming at you. What's all coming at me? What's all fighting for my attention? Because see, what begins to happen is that other things and people will jump on our plate and make room and demand our time and demand our attention. But you must begin to demand that I am going to find peace in the noise. I'm finding peace in the noise. I'm finding peace in the noise. With everything that's going on in the world, there is a level of peace. A level of peace that you have to reach, that you're able to tune out all the things that steal your peace. You cannot get to where you want to go if you are allowing all of these outside factors to steal your peace, because they're competing. And it's like all the junk emails that come into your email box and say, buy this and do that and play this game and get this loan and get this car. That's how listen, everybody wants to have control of you, but you need to learn to take control of yourself. Take control of your life. Take control of what's feeding into your soul, because everything I don't want making deposits into my soul, into my spirit. There are certain radio stations that I refuse to listen to because I don't want that in my spirit. And when I go to listen, I have a purpose and a reason why I'm going to see, because I may want to go and just hear what they are talking about. But I'm feeding my peace. You have to do what begins to feed your peace, because the key to your survival to learn is implementation and putting into daily practice. Finding peace in the noise, finding peace in the noise, those negative things that come to only take away from you You have to be able to find peace in the noise and find the deposit, the things that make you better, the things that make you smarter, the things that move you forward and not backwards. Not the things that move you backwards, but the things that begin to move you forward in your personal life, in your career, in your relationships. What does that look like? Because for me, everything is loud sometimes. And when everything is loud, I'm not able to take the actions and do the things that I know that I really need to do, the things that I know that really matter to me, because there's so much going on. Some days I may forget to drink all of my water because it's just been a busy day, because things have begun to compete for my time. But I have to remember that I have enough time to get everything done. I just need to plan things accordingly so that I have peace in the noise, because I'm not a microwave. I'm not going to do things just like this and real. No, there's peace in the noise. There's a madness to the method. I would call it organized chaos. People would say, at our dismissal at my former campus, it's not the dismissal that's crazy. It's organized chaos. It may look chaotic to you, but it is organized. It is systematic. It is planned. We have learned the system. You have to have organized chaos in your life when there are multiple things beginning to try to compete for your attention. We must resist the noise and the beat down and implement those things that uplift us and bring us peace. We cannot be peace snatchers. But you have to stay plugged. You have to stay plugged in. At some point, your computer or your phone or your Beats or whatever you have. I don't like getting to the gym. I'm about to say something. I don't like getting to the gym and then hearing that beep, beep inside of my earbuds, because I didn't charge them, because I didn't keep them plugged in. Sometimes you are hearing the beep, beep in your internal soul because you've been unplugged too long from the source. You've been unplugged from the source, the things that bring you joy, the things that bring you hope, the things that make you laugh. You have unplugged from the things that make you laugh and that bring peace and calmness to your life. What are those things that bring you joy, that bring you peace? Because see, this is dreaming differently. This is believing differently, that I don't have to. Yes, I need to go get it. And yes, I need to. I'm not saying don't chase your dreams, but I'm saying also make time and room to have peace within the noise. Even if it's 5 minutes of I'm just going to sit here and sit still. Find your peace, because if you don't take control of your own world, somebody will take control of it, or something will take control of it. The world will dictate to you what it wants you to do unless you set up and make boundaries. You have to have boundaries for your life, or otherwise people will make the boundaries for you. People are good. Listen, I am a natural leader. I'm a natural principal. I'm a naturally come to a situation and start looking at, okay, what can we do differently? How can we execute? But when I walk into a situation and I look at it and I assess that it's running smoothly, all is well, then I don't feel the need to come in and to take control. People control your life and begin to dictate because they see the chaos and it's not organized. You must make it your mission in life to finding peace in the noise. Because noise will take away from your creativity. You can't be creative. You have all these creative genes that will flow, and you can't be as creative as you would like to be because there's too much noise going on in your life. It's all the outside noise. It's all the voices, all the expectations, all of their thoughts and all of their opinions. Believe this, think this. You shouldn't like that, but you should like this. Either you like buttered toast or unbuttered toast, or you say it's tomato or potato or potato. What everybody had, wear this cologne and not that perfume. Everybody has a thing. Buy this product and not that product. Shop here, not there. But you have to be able to stand by what you believe. And we also have to learn to come together and be respectful, that we can agree to disagree. But we can still sit down and be cordial and kind and nice and respectful and talk at the table and have an adult conversation. Because we can find the peace. You can find your peace. You can find what fuels your soul. What do you want? Not what do others want for you. What do you want? When do you want it? How do you want it? Where do you want it? What do you want it to look like? It's the same thing when you're raising your children. You are raising them. Yes, the younger you are, I'm helping you more. But the older you become, I begin to relinquish control because I need you to take over your own life and be able to think and make decisions and have your own opinion, because then I become a sounding board. But what do you want? What does it look like for you? You can only answer those questions when you find peace in the noise. And everybody's level of noise is different. I would go to some teachers' classrooms and it would be a little loud for me, but they would be able to thrive within that classroom. What does it look like for you? You have to be able to sit down and be intentional with yourself and make out a list and take inventory of your life. Where have I fallen short? Where have I given up control of my life to others and to things where I need to take control and find the peace for myself? You make this list of the noise that's coming, and then how can I avoid those? If I know that is a trigger that gets me off track, then how do I circumvent that? What does that look like when it shows up? Then that way I'm able to recognize it, and then I have a plan in place to be able to handle it when it shows up. How can you regain control of your own actions? See, you can't control the actions and beliefs of others, but you can control your own. And when I can control my own actions and my reactions, you have less impact on me. You have less control over my life and my world and my thoughts. We spend a lot of time worried about things that are out of our control. I'm only going to pay attention to me and what's within my control. This is my area and I'm staying in my lane. I'm not going over to your lane, because I found peace in the noise. I found my people. I found my people. You want to talk about people that are go-getters, that want to get something, like those that are motivated, those are my people. When you find peace in the noise, you are no longer allowing things. You're no longer allowing things to take control, and you're just not sitting by and allowing things to happen. See, when you find peace in the noise, you become unstoppable, bold, and brave. You want to know why? Because you found peace in the noise and nobody's able to tell you anything different. You become bold about it and outspoken about it. And you're able to call things out that don't align with where you are going. Finding peace in the noise looks like cutting off unhealthy relationships or limiting your interactions. So I got to cut them off, or I got to limit the interaction with them. I have to think about, how is that choice going to impact me? How is it going to impact me? Setting boundaries And then lastly, being intentional about finding my moments of peace. So finding peace in the noise again looks like cutting off unhealthy relationships or limiting your interactions. Thinking about the decisions and choices that I make. How does it specifically impact me? What does it do to my world? How does it rock my world? Setting boundaries and then being intentional about finding peace, about finding moments to be still. That's what finding peace in the noise looks like. Finding peace in the noise also means I may decide to wake up 5 minutes earlier because that's my moment of peace where I'm able to just sit and think and be quiet and not move, just so that I'm ready to think about how successful am I going to be today? What do I want to accomplish today? And I'm doing that same thing before I go to bed. I'm thinking about how is my day going to look like tomorrow? What am I going to do to be successful, to ensure that I am getting one step closer to my hopes and my dreams? Finding peace in the noise looks like exercise, moving your body, going for a walk, laughing, simply sitting still. And then it's also journaling. It's having a gratitude journal because that's my moment of peace for me to write out all the things that I am grateful for. If there's no other takeaway that you have, I am ecstatic that you joined me on tonight because this was finding peace in the noise. You found a moment in time to take for yourself to watch the Vitamin M show. I am grateful that you made the decision to join me on tonight. No other takeaway. Be intentional about finding your peace in the noise. This has been your Vitamin M. I see that you got your vitamins, and we will see you on next week.
Book Marshall for your next event. Join the Sterling Inner Circle today. Please visit our website at www.marshallsterling.com.